Hello and welcome to another episode of Growing Full Circle. I am your host, Dominique Walter Skates, and thank you for joining. Today is episode, I don't know, 2? If you didn't catch the last episode, we relaunched the podcast. Excuse me. So rebooted the podcast. There we go. The burp just wouldn't come out. We relaunched the podcast, reintroduced who I am and what I'm looking to accomplish here, and hopefully, if you haven't checked it out, give it a listen. I had a good time recording it. If you have listened already, thank you for your support, and thank you for your continued support as you take a dive into today's episode where we go into a discussion about war. Not Ukraine, man. Pray for them, for real. It's crazy shit going down. But, talking about the gender war. Trying to figure out why we hate each other. Actually, I already know why. But we're going to get to that by the end of this episode. But first, we're going to talk about what the hell is going on out here. Then we're going to talk about how I think it actually happened before concluding on what do I do to cope and understand how the narrative has shifted over the past few decades in terms of the relationship between the male and female sex. So, without further ado, let's really dive into this episode. Okay, so have y'all seen the statistics? Tell me y'all seen the statistics. Apparently, all the males are single. All the women are in relationships. Or is it the other way around? Or wait, how does that even work? What the fuck is going on? Because when I think and see what's going on with social media and the opinions I hear from people out in the world, everything sucks in this dating world. Luckily for me, disclaimer, I am happily in a very committed relationship. I'm in my twin flame. We work those issues out and we straight for life. So I'm saying this outside of the game. So if you feel some type of way about that, feel some type of way about that. But my gorgeous, beautiful woman and I, we discuss it and really attribute to her. She continues to have her posts on what's currently going on. Just got a knack for it. But while I'm speaking about her, make sure y'all go check her out. Bomb ass print model, azapeachy.com. If you need a model, send the email. Her booking info's right on the website. So do your thing right there. But yeah, we see what's going on, and we pray for y'all, for real. Constantly seeing how the shift from the roles in terms of the male and female gender roles that has been programmed into us since God knows how long has shifted. And now everybody is either confused, fighting for position, or just giving up. And for me, as I kind of understand how the brain is wired, we are all seeking love and companionship in some form or fashion. Whether that's companionship with an animal, whether that's companionship with another human, whether that's companionship with just yourself. You're seeking love. Trust me. I don't know what else are you really seeking. Because if it's money, we're going to get to that in the next episode. Because, man, if your goal is money, I'm going to pray. Because I think the goals when it comes to finding companionship is also lost. Like, what are you doing? Why are you dating? Do you have a reason? Is it to achieve the 2 kids in the dream home? Is it to have someone next to you to lay with? Is it to achieve some social goal where you just got the person who you feel compliments you the best for whatever image you have of yourself or who you want to be? Or are you looking for someone to live life with? All those are different things, in my opinion. I chose to be with someone who I would consider my best friend. Even deeper than that. So when you out here dating, what are you looking for? Like the tweets that I see is the women are looking for everybody who is dark skinned, 6'5", tattoos, and millionaire. And I guess I don't even think men are looking for relationships. I think they just kind of gave up. Because I think when you're always chasing the baddest bitch, you're always gonna see another bad bitch. Excuse my language. But that's come on now. If you are chasing appearance, there's always gonna be someone who is going to look different or be younger or have a bigger ass or more courage or just in a different placement. And for me, when you're chasing things outside of finding that friend that you can have a companion with for the rest of your life, you are now falling into the dating game. So let me put that distinction there for you. You have people who look for love and companionship, and you have people who look for social acceptance. That's a very nice way to put that, I think. And not just, everything isn't just social media. That is a whole different space. Like living in reality, people still want that doctor next to them to say, I have a doctor. It's social standing. But at what point did we start relying on other people to feel good about ourselves? Because that's where we failed. So how do I think we got here? And from my understanding of the world, most things are very simple. And the right answer is, for the most part, the most simplest answer. And for me, it all points back to how this world has shifted in terms of communism. Ooh, I always say communism when I mean capitalism. Maybe that's intentional, but capitalism. Ooh, I got to get that right for people think I'm out here spewing hate or something. Capitalism has shifted the way we think about, I guess, value, how we interpret the intrinsic value of things. So as life has transpired and women have had access to a lot more things than they have throughout history, you know? So now they're able to express themselves and be in positions where they never have been before. And I think that has, I don't want to say threatened. Yeah, I definitely don't want to say threatened. What I want to say is every generation has different challenges. That's the point of having balance, and for me, teaching balance and trying to really I want to be a person who learns about the world in totality and not just pieces. And that's the rhetoric I want to spew. So in terms of generational changes, the one that we are facing now is the changes that has occurred within gender. And that being a part of this capitalistic society we live in, where money has achieved such a value that it has become greater than ourselves. So someone with money now has characteristics that that person may or may not have just because they have money. And that's not always the case. We love to watch celebrities rise and crash, but we never heed the lesson in terms of putting so much value into having money or being wealthy. So when we are looking to date someone and now we have this mindset that wealth is the ultimate goal. Okay, that's my Abby keep dinging and distracting me. Hopefully it stopped. Anyway, when you have that mindset and you apply it to your dating life, you are now looking for a social partner. Because money is a social construct. We have lost the basic idea of what it means to be alive. Because we have, as humans, we thought we so smart that we can outsmart the universe. How can you outsmart creation? There's already rules within the universe, and then we add more rules to it, and then be confused about why is there so many rules when nobody told you had to follow the rules of that culture or that community or that society. Because it's all social. It's, if you want to sit with us, you need to have XYZ. And if it's a problem for you to do XYZ to sit with them, then don't sit with them. These are the same principles that's going to apply to every part of life. I'm just using gender and relationships and dating as an example. But as you choose a partner, choosing it off of, are you able to fit within this social construct? It's not going to yield you happiness unless you already love or exist within that social society, because that's who you are inside. And if that's not you, that's where detriment comes in. You trying to date into a social construct, same thing. And I think that's where a lot of people get lost now in terms of applying value to someone else. Because now that value is, how do you look on your Tinder profile? Oh, you look like you have a lot of money because you are taking trips or, you know, having material things, which means that you have to be kind, because how do people with money not be kind and not be trustworthy? Because they're people. Actually, a lot of ways to generate money involves you being untrustworthy and unkind. Yet we have attributed positive characteristics, and that's a part of the trap of being in these social constructs that are led by those who have not really loved themselves, because they feel as if they need to trick or deceive people to exist within their social construct. Ooh, that's deep. And it stems back to us having so much value on money. But I'm gonna talk about this in another episode, because my relationship with money has been crazy throughout my life, and I really want to get into the ways that I've been able to deal with that. So tune in to the next episode. However, how do we deal with these ideas and find that love and compassion? How do we go past the social constructs that have been laid out, and not as traps, but as hurdles for us to balance? And it all comes with, you know what? It comes with a break. So how do we balance? And I think this is the part where I got to talk a little shit, but from the heart, you know, because there's no way that I think, actually there is plenty of ways. I'll retract that statement. This is the most fun way for me to say we as a people would truly benefit by going inside and learning who we are for the betterment of ourselves, which in turn will better everybody around you. So, I'm gonna start with the women. I love y'all so much, and y'all are burdened to have. Y'all gotta go first because y'all in charge. Y'all are the ones who have to lead. And me understanding leadership in a way where I get it requires sacrifice. And it's not sacrifice of self. It's sacrificing for everybody, I guess. And what I mean by that is you women are so strong, you can overcome men and really get them out of existence. And that's kind of what's happening. So can we chill for y'all not have no men left? When you are smart and are able to band together, who's gonna stop you? And women have shown that that's exactly what's happening. They have band together, and men are like, what the fuck? How do we give up? Because you can't compete. And that's not what the world is designed to do. So men, you next, because you're not supposed to compete. I understand. We all understand we strong. We get it. We understand we are able to make the tough decisions and can push forward, you know? But everything doesn't need to be a battle. you are trying to be so manly, you have caused women to fight you, and they winning. So, from my understanding of how women thinks, I don't think women wanted to fight us, but they damn sure are gonna defend themselves. So as men, we gotta chill. Women are not our possessions. They are just as capable as we are. Continue to love and support them. And then I flip that same message around to women. Support your men. They have emotions. They are human just like you. You have experienced role reversal. And as a generation, it's up to us to understand and see that. We are being put in each other's shoes to understand their perspective and awaken to the fact that that's just you and another body. But behind that, that soul, that consciousness, that spirit, it's you. Love yourself. In order to love yourself, you need to go within yourself to figure out your issues and how to overcome your hurdles and how to achieve your goals and how to reach your own happiness and enlightenment. So when you do meet someone that can't disturb that, you will be able to put it with their bullshit and keep it pushing with a smile on your face. Because when that person realizes, oh, wait, you're happy? I want to be happy. How you do that? They will themselves then go within to follow your path on happiness. Or they just gonna get out of your energy because you already can't be swayed. And like attracts like. You're going to meet someone else who is just as happy with life as you are. And that is, for me, the essence of what dating was meant to be. It was never meant to be some glamorous social type of environment that all the couples over here, we winning at life because we did it. No. Whoever said you had to be a couple to win at life? But if you choose to share your life with someone else, why are you conforming your life to them? It's a partnership. It's supposed to be going in the same direction, the same path. And when you meet people who are on the path of love and happiness, you're going to have conflict. Your job as an individual is to not meet that force with force. It's to not meet that force at all. Live in love and peace, and you will get love and peace. So there was no handbook when we got in this world. So I understand why ideas and, things that are seen as rules can be miscued. So never am I trying to judge in anything that I say in regards to how people react to things and the choices that they make. I'm speaking from a place of experience and understanding, and from a loving place that really wants to see everyone find that joy for their own life and their own journey. And if we are constantly in battle because men are in the kitchen cleaning and we don't think that's the role that they should be in, or because women decide that they don't want to have children, we don't think that's the role that they should be in. But who determined what these rules were? The universe didn't. Only the society to that which we cling to have said this is what it means to have a good life. But those people weren't born with you. Last time I checked, it was one soul per body. Think about your choices when you decide to engage in other people. Think about the love that you have for the things that you love to do. I was so enamored with my relationship just yesterday, thinking about when I was younger. I thought, man, who's gonna love me in my anime? Even though, come on, I wasn't gonna stop. And I'm just in the bed yesterday, laptop, anime out, my girl next to me reading a book, and I'm like, this is what it was about. Not changing who I am, embracing who I am, exploring the things that I love and the things that I enjoy authentically, and having support. Not in support as in she has to enjoy it too, because she doesn't at all. But the support not to want to change me just because they didn't enjoy something. That's the definition of a partnership. That's the definition of two people knowing who they are and deciding that life is funner with you around. I think I want to keep this up. So I think this war eventually will change. I don't think it's going to stop. But for my listeners, I hope you are able to make better choices. Seek that love in your own soul as you seek the love of others.